Hello, welcome to another very great edition on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Big one, like I told you. I told everybody that see, when Chelsea's backs are against the wall, that's when they get the results. And see, today is a culminating of a lot of factors and why Chelsea are where they are now. Again, I've said it several times. You don't have to analyze Chelsea just based on results. You just don't have to say that, oh, just because the team isn't playing well, the coach is bad, he has to be sacked and whatnot. Chelsea should be analyzed in the context of where the club has come from and where the club is going to and where the club is now. Do you have a better view of exactly what they are doing in that club if you analyze the game like that? And thank you very much once again. This is Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Thank you very much for choosing that. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed to the channel. Turn on notification is important. Do share the link. I'll be very grateful if you share the link for me. Chelsea have beaten Tottenham Hotspur at Stamford Bridge, home and away this season. The very first time in a long time that Chelsea have beaten Tottenham Hotspur home and away. And we'll delve into the details of the conversation and of the game. For me, I title it the Marc Cucurella inversion. Chelsea went into this game, obviously almost the same starting lineup, just that Thiago Silva was out of the game. Disasi's out of the game. In fact, Chelsea went into this game with 14 senior players out of this game. Yes, you heard me right. 14 senior players. And I'm going to list for you. The first one is the deepest of the reasons why Pochettino has proven that he deserves a shout at least till January for people to say that, okay, he's not good enough. And I'm going to start for you at the back of this game. First of all, 14 senior players are out of this game. Axel Disasi was out of this game. Thiago Silva, Reece James, Malo Gusto, Nkunku, Lavia, all of these guys have not been playing for a very long time. Benjamin Chilwell. Did you see the Chelsea bench? Chelsea bench were made up of young boys from the Chelsea Academy. Cesare Casadre and all of these boys were probably some of the oldest of the guys on the bench. So Chelsea went into this game in a 4-2-3-1. Chalobah, Beriashvili at the back with Georgi Petrovic in post. And I'll start from Georgi Petrovic. After I run through them, Alfie Gilchrist was handed a big job of dealing with Son Heung-min, and then on the other side there was the ever-improving Marc Cucurella. In the middle of the park, obviously Moises Caicedo and then Conor Gallagher. Up right in front of him was Cole Palmer, Noni Madueke, Mihailo Modric, and then Jackson in front. For Tottenham Hotspur, Emerson Royal came back into the team. Donny van der Veen was back, or was with Christian Romero at the back. There was Vicario in post for them, Pedro Porro. In the middle of the pack is Bissouma, and then Papi Matassa maintained their partnership. And then up top, Dejan Kulusevski, Brandon Johnson, and then of course Son Heung-min. I think that, like in my pre-match analysis that I showed, if you've not watched it, it's in there. I'm going to drop in the description below, and it's on the channel, just the video before this. I said that Chelsea are going to beat Tottenham Hotspur, and I listed my reasons. I said that this game was going to be transitions versus the channels, the transition versus the highline. Tottenham obviously came into this game with a very high line, and Chelsea, obviously, the plan, the most realistic plan was to try and get behind that high line and heads them on the turnovers. Very important. But quite apart from that, Chelsea were a little bit more in control in the first half because of something that we saw against Aston Villa in the game away at Villa Park. Chelsea obviously played with Marc Cucurella inverted into the middle of the park. So anytime Chelsea were building up from the back, it was Moises Caicedo, Marc Cucurella at the base to receive the ball. So that obviously there was going to be Gilchrist and then Benoit Beriashvili, and then of course, what's his name? Chalobah forming the backfield. Even with that, one of the most brilliant things I saw, sometimes if Chelsea were going to play out from the goalkeeper, Georgi Petrovic, what happened was that Chalobah will drop into the middle of the park as a DM so that Gilchrist and Beriashvili will open up to receive the ball. And that gave Chelsea a lot of options in build-up. And also because I think that's dovetailed into the fact that Tottenham Hotspur weren't really pressing as a unit as they were supposed to press. So Chelsea had a lot of joy building up through the middle and then doing a very good job. Of course, what this meant for Chelsea is that anytime Marc Cucurella and then Caicedo will drop as a double pivot, it pushed Conor Gallagher up top in between the lines. So Conor definitely was going to be in between the lines. And then you have Cucurella and then of course Moises Caicedo at the base. Then definitely not going to have also Cole Palmer, who is going to maraud and come catch the ball and build up and drop into the pocket of spaces, whilst Modric and then Madueke kept the weight. And I like those variations from that right-hand side between Noni Madueke and then Cole Palmer. Palmer comes short as in the half space on the right-hand side. Noni Madueke takes on, sometimes cuts onto his left foot, sometimes stays wide and goes onto the bar. And I think that he had a lot of joy in that regard. But I think before I get to that, I think one of the things that was very important, number one, is that Marc Cucurella inversion. It was brilliant for Marc Cucurella to be inverted into the middle of the park, to play in the middle of the park, to have enough numbers, and also give Chelsea a very good rest defense. One of the things that we've had, Chelsea have seen to have an issue with is the rest defense. Anytime Chelsea are playing, and then there is only Moise Caicedo in there, he's been given a lot of distances to cover. With Marc Cucurella next to him, he covers less distance. Conor Gallagher also helps him, and then he's able to do a lot of the box-to-box runs, get into the final ditch of tackles, win those balls, and then play for it. I think I also like Benoit Bellachile, and the fact that this game was very, very composed, playing out from the back. In the last two games, he has been good, and this is the Benoit Bellachile I saw last season before he got injured. And I've said several times, I've seen Benoit being good. I've seen the quality of Benoit. I've seen how good he can play on and off the ball. I've seen how aggressive he can be sometimes. And after his injury, obviously, everybody was worried that where is the Benoit that we knew? Is this really Benoit? What has happened to Benoit? And I think this game has shown everybody that his quality. Also, Georgi Petrovic was brilliant. Very, very brilliant as a goalkeeper from the back. And he was very, very important. I think that as a goalkeeper, he's developing in the times where he has to build up from the back, times he has to go long, and he's being confident to pick those passes as well. And that's good. That's something he has to work on very, very well. In the summer, Chelsea are not going to buy a goalkeeper. He needs to work on his build-up play. As at being dominant in the box, he's excellent. So, yes, one first reason is the Marc Cucurella inversion, the last-minute tactical switch that's getting Mauricio Pochettino the points that he needs. One of the other big things that Chelsea digged up a plan, sought after a plan to kill Ange Postecoglou. So this is the first one. Set pieces. Tottenham Hotspur has been conceding from set pieces. One of the most sides that concede from set pieces this season is Tottenham Hotspur. And what Chelsea did was that to learn exactly from what Everton did to them, learn from what West Ham did to them, learn from what Arsenal did to them. So if you realize that anytime Chelsea were playing the corner kick, Noni Madueke will put pressure on Vicario because he's uncomfortable. He is not domineering as Petrovic in his 18-yard box. And when that set piece came, it was brilliant for Marc Cucurella again to stand in front of Brennan Johnson and then sort of block him, then to give chance for Nathaniel Chalobah to be free to head the ball to the far post. It was a brilliantly worked header, set piece routine from Chelsea, from the training ground. And you can tell. And for me, you look at all of this and look at where Chelsea ended up last season. Last season, Chelsea ended up 12th, the lowest finish of the Chelsea team for a very, very long time. This season, Chelsea have been to Wembley twice. Chelsea are in 8th after this game, and there is the most likely that they can go even further. If they go to 7th, they get to Europe. How do you judge the team? Do you think that this team, with all the injuries, all the senior players being out, and what they've been able to do within the short time that Poch has been there in the 8th month, you think that it's not good enough and he has to go? No, he has made a lot of this Chelsea team, and he deserves respect. A lot of respect has to be given to Mauricio Pochettino for the job that he has been given at Chelsea Football Club. I've said it several times. A lot of Chelsea fans are just listening to people who just spew things that get them riled up. But those are not facts, especially for loads of those accounts in the UK on Twitter. Those things just say things that they are not supposed to say just to rile people on. And for me, I think that Poch has been stubborn for large parts of the season, but he has also been very, very good, and you give him credit for that. Again, Cole Palmer, brilliant. In a day where he didn't have to do so much, I think he popped up when that ball came off that free kick, went across the crossbar, and then Nicolas Jackson was there to head it home. Very, very important. Nicolas Jackson now has 11 goals in the English Premier League this season. His first season, double figures. You have to give him again another player that deserves all of the respect from Chelsea Football Club and its fans. Conor Gallagher was brilliant. Cole Palmer was brilliant. Marc Cucurella was brilliant. And I liked how Chelsea played in the second half. They knew that Spurs would come with a response. So they had the defensive plan. They knew that they had to defend in wide areas. You know, the threat of Tottenham was in wide areas. So anytime Brendan Johnson had the ball in wide areas, Chelsea would press on the left-hand side with Cucurella, Bellachile doubling up on him. Sometimes Conor Gallagher would drop in there to help. On the right-hand side, there was always Alfie Gilchrist, there was Noni Madueke. I mean, for Noni Madueke, he's a player that for me, I've had questions about his off-the-ball job that he does for the team. But I think that sometimes he deserves some credit also, especially for today. He helped the team so much on and off the ball, and he's improving in that regard. He needs to do better with his off-the-ball contribution to the team. He's able to do this, then definitely he's going to do more. Chelsea have gotten that all-important 3 points. They go to 8. It's important for the next game that's going to play against West Ham. West Ham, who are Arrington form, also coming to the bridge. Chelsea have done a very good job when they play at the bridge. How is that game going to pan out? They need to get something from it. But all what I see is the Cuckoo injection, Chelsea up, beat Florian Mosper and Mauricio Pochettino. This is why he has shown that he deserves more time at Chelsea Football Club. Look at the numbers, look at the data, put that into context of where Chelsea have been. Put that into context of the injuries of Chelsea Football Club. Put that into context of the quality of play that you've seen. Put that into context of how these players are not even up there in terms of experience to be battling on the very, very experienced Florian Mosper team. But there they are, getting results in, week out, 8th on the league table compared to last season when Chelsea were 12th. They're not playing Wembley at any point in time. Chelsea have played twice in Wembley, semi-final, final of the Carabao Cup, and then this is where the team is. I'm putting in here, but like I always do, subscribe to the channel, turn on notification. My name is Fiifi-Manfred. This is Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. I'm excited to have you. Do what you share the link I saw. Thank you. I'll see you. Bye-bye.